Hello and welcome to Troy Cares episode number 2, guys. Number 2 already. Here we are. So, if you're new to the show, purpose of this show, Troy Cares, is to highlight the many things that are happening in the background during this epidemic. There are so many people doing so many incredible things for the community, for each other, for the small businesses of Troy, that we just really felt the need to, showcase those people and get their stories out there and get their information out there for anybody who might want to, help out, join them, whatever. So that was the reason for starting Troy Cares here. Tonight we have another great guest, guys. He is JT Woodruff from Teamwork, Ohio. He has started a very cool way of giving back to the businesses and the nonprofits and everybody in Troy, and what I feel is a very unique way. So we're going to bring him in tonight and talk to him and let him share his story, guys. So we're going to bring him up here 1 second, and he will give us the lowdown on what they're doing. So let's go here. All right, and JT, how you doing? Welcome to the program, sir.
I'm doing well. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. So before we get too far into talking about, what all you guys are doing during this pandemic and how you guys are helping out, to the small businesses, tell me a little bit about Teamwork Ohio, how it got started, what it's about, that kind of thing.
Sure. So we are 3 partners and a couple of people with, like one of our guys, Mark, he's a lead designer. So he handles all of our branding and logistics and things like that. And then our other guy that you do not see tonight, his name is Chris, and he's like the head screen printer. He's been printing for 15 years. And I'm kind of a guy that does a little bit of everything. I come up with a lot of concepts, manage a lot of the store, and, just try to connect with the community. I try to I wouldn't say it's sales because we just screen print t-shirts, you know what I mean? So we're just trying to help out people who need a product. That's about it. We're in the decoration business. We're also in a band called Hawthorne Heights, and that's how it all got started. We wanted to print our own merchandise instead of passing that business off to somebody else. So we just started doing it ourselves. 3 small town kids who have just kind of defied the odds of being in a band, and it's been a blast. It's been a wild ride. So one thing that we wanted to do, we called it Teamwork Ohio because we wanted to have a community feel. That was something that's very important to us. We get to see a lot of the rest of the world, but we're always most happy in our hometown. I moved to Troy in 2000, so I've been here for 20 years. I've lived here longer than any other place that I've lived in my life, and I love the community. So I wanted to open the screen printing shop here instead of in Dayton. And we're just, we've been here for about a year and a half, and we're rocking and rolling. It's great.
Good. So I know now you guys are in which I got a chance to go to today, a very fabulous building there on Lincoln Street that they've really just redone, and it's really a beautiful job they've done. But I know we were talking the other day. Tell me about where you started. So you're there now, but that's not where you guys started out. And where did you guys start out when you first opened the company?
We kind of started out of our basements, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been running my shop out of my basement for the last, I think, maybe 3 or 4 years. And Chris had also been running one out of his basement for the last probably 10 years or something like that. So we decided to kind of go all in and kind of do it for real and professionally instead of like a side job business, which just so happened to be about 1 year before this gigantic pandemic happened. But we wouldn't want it any other way. We're super excited to get out of the basement and to, open a reputable business in a nice location. It makes everything more real, and we're happy to be in the community and be able to invite people into our into our shop and show them what we can do.
Sure, sure. So, before you guys did start the real business, let's say, I know you guys were doing your own stuff, but you were also helping other bands, correct? Is that kind of what you guys got into?
Yeah, that's kind of how we got it started because a lot of our friends in the entertainment industry were kind of getting ripped off. And we were like, dude, I have no idea why they're charging that much. We can do it for this much, and we'll make a little bit, you'll make a little bit, and everybody wins. And that's kind of where the teamwork name kind of originated. We wanted all three people in the business to work equally. We all offer something entirely different. I'm the front man of the band, which means I'm in charge of sales and stuff like that. I'm totally fine doing interviews and talking to people and stuff like that. The other guys have an entirely different skill set, so we all work together. But we also wanted it to be a team feel, how we operate with our customers and how we operate with our community. If people need stuff designed from the ground up, we're happy to do that and happy to help with the concept. Or if they have, pre-existing designs, we're happy to do that. Some people, they have grand ideas and they just don't know how to get that idea out there.
Yeah.
We can help them start their business in a way, and we're happy to do it. We've been doing it for a long time. We've been our band for almost 20 years, and it's taught us a lot about branding and about merchandising, about social networking and everything like that is so crucial to own a small business these days.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's go back just a little bit. So you started because of the band Hawthorne Heights, and I'm sure many people know it, but for those who don't, tell us a little about the band. How long ago did the Hawthorne Heights start up, and how's that?
Sure. We've been, touring nonstop since 2003. So we've been a band for a long time. We've done a lot of great things, and as we're getting a little bit older, we want to spend more time at home, less time on the road.
Sure.
And that's where Teamwork Ohio comes in. So that way we can just spend a little bit more time helping other people out instead of being on the road. A lot of late nights, stuff like that. And when you were in your 20s, that was great.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. But we have families now, and while we still enjoy being in our band, we also enjoy sleeping in our beds. We enjoy hanging out with our friends and family back home a little bit more than being in Iowa for the 15th time.
I can totally relate to that. I think I told you a little bit. It's kind of what I do too. Is I'm on the tour world on the crew side of things. So nothing better than being in your own bed versus on a bus and in a bed. I get you completely.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit more about the business. So obviously we know you do shirts and stuff. So what other kind of services do you offer out there instead of just designing shirts?
Yeah, just about anything that you can put an image on. That's what we can do. We do a lot of poster work, which is a lot of screen printing, and we do a lot of textile work. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of patches, bags, anything like that. And if we can't do it, we definitely know people who can. Whether you need embroidery or some people like coffee mugs, stuff like that. Sure. We can get all that done. We've had to do it for the last 20 years in our band. So, and there's one thing that we know about the band industry is that the margins are so thin. You're trying to maximize every single profit you can get. So we know how to get it done cheap.
Okay.
We try to do every single thing we can in the United States. We try to do every single thing we can in Ohio, and then we make it all in Troy. So, we wanted to have that small town feel. We wanted to just help out this community. We try to keep everything possible within Miami County or Montgomery County, and we try to keep it all in the state of Ohio. That's kind of our goal.
Yeah.
We want it to be a small town thing, and we just think that it's better that way. We're not trying to be some national thing. We get to do that with our band. We want to actively be in this community intentionally.
Awesome. So I take it you can take it from the start, the creation, all the way through. So if somebody's like, hey, I'm just starting a business. I don't even have a logo or anything. Can they come from you from the very start?
Absolutely. And, we've done a lot of designing. We've done a lot of branding for our own band, branding for other people. And, that's kind of Mark's thing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of create concepts with him, and then he is the guy using Photoshop and Illustrator to get everything done. So a lot of people get intimidated. A lot of people are like, I have an idea, but I just don't know how to carry it out. And we are happy to do that. We're happy to put in, 10, 12 hours behind the computer screen and then just trying to get your dreams to come to life. That's one of the best feelings about it.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, a lot of people have great ideas. They weren't trained in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trained in Illustrator, but they have it all in their head.
Mm-hmm.
So the hardest thing is to take something from in your head and create a reality of it. But that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Coming out with something out of thin air is the reason that you do this.
Absolutely. I'm sure to take somebody's idea and put it out there and just see their face has got to be one of the most fulfilling things out there to do.
Yeah, very rewarding, and that's the reason that we do this. While we enjoy physically printing T-shirts,
mm-hmm.
we want the actual satisfaction of you being entirely happy with whatever goal you set out for yourself.
Absolutely.
All within your budget. That's a very important thing, specifically right now. Right now everybody has zero budget, but they still have they still have dreams that they want to accomplish.
Right.
So we're trying to be a little bit more lax and try to help people as much as we can.
Yeah, and as you know, I mean, you guys being from Troy, you set up your business in Troy. We have a lot of incredible businesses, a lot of incredible entrepreneurs. So I think you really are in the best place to have a business like that and help the community for sure.
Yeah, we love it, man. We think that Troy, like I said, I've been here for 20 years, and it's happening now. It took a little while.
Yeah.
There was a time where it was not growing as much as it possibly could have. I don't know why. I don't have the answer for it.
Yeah.
But, man, downtown right now is really revitalized, and it's really great.
Yeah.
And, it's great to be able to walk around and keep all that money here.
Absolutely.
Great to be able to, go to dinner here.
Mm-hmm.
Great to go to a couple of the great coffee shops. Instead of having to drive all the way to, to a different location, we have a lot of stuff you can get done right downtown. There's a lot of great boutiques.
Absolutely.
A lot of, Troy, man, like I said before, we've had the fortune to be able to go to a lot of different cities in America.
Mm-hmm.
And we keep coming back to Troy because it's a truly beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
The community really gets behind everything, and that's one of the things that keeps us here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you're leading us kind of right in it with the downtown business and everything. Let's talk about it now. Let's talk about these fabulous shirts that I'm wearing tonight and what you guys are doing to help out during this pandemic and how you're giving back in your guys' own part there.
Yeah, we just kind of had an epiphany one night, pretty early on in the process. We're like, man, our tour canceled. We don't have no idea when we're going to be able to play a show again. So let's start to pivot. Let's start to think about other people that are in our shoes. Let's think about how can we get people to support businesses when you're not allowed to be in their business, when you're not allowed to buy from them, when you're not allowed to trade with them.
Right.
So we came up with the idea of how to do it and how to just give them money without them having to come out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Because the biggest thing in the small business game is cash flow.
Sure. You
cannot give up your cash flow, and particularly right now. If you're trying to keep your doors open without their doors, it's a great way. We thought, it took a lot of calculations to make the shirt affordable, because that was our big thing. We don't want to sell a $50 T-shirt in order to give a business X amount of dollars, because that's just really hard for people to buy right now.
Right.
Try to keep it right, and that's and you got to juggle things like credit card fees and shipping and stuff like that. But we try to keep that margin as narrow as possible, so that way the small businesses could get their $10.
Yeah.
And the businesses have been great. They've been promoting it. They've been filming videos. They've been working all their social networks. And some of these businesses, I'm sure, haven't really done that in the past, and I think that they're learning. And I think it's been a great curve for them.
Oh yeah.
Um, and with us, there are capture your customers who really actively want to support you. Even if they're not allowed in your business, they do want to make sure that you're here and they want to keep you here. That's the best thing about a community like Troy. So that's why we wanted to start it in Troy, and then it kind of grew from there because we had people coming after us, saying, "Hey, how can we do this in our town? How can you help us out?" And it's been a blast to see it catch on like wildfire. But the most proud moment we have is that Troy is by far the biggest one, and there are definitely towns way bigger than Troy doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But the community that we're all involved in has really helped the small businesses out. And that's just really made us smile. Every day we get the numbers, and then we got to print the shirts, and we got to ship it. And it's funny because we're used to having 3 or 4 people in there, but now we can only have 1 in there at a time. And we're all hustling, trying to work as hard as we can. And
sure,
we're trying to get all these T-shirts out, and we every once in a while we'll get a little guy that's like, "Hey man, where's my T-shirt?" And I'm like, it's coming. Trust us. Trust us. Yeah, it's been great. The entire community here in Troy has been incredible about it. The Chamber of Commerce has been really instrumental, which is one of the reasons we've joined it. That's one of the first things we did when we started Teamwork Ohio. Great people on there. And all the businesses have really been supportive, kind of telling each other about it and passing around all the info. And it's just been great. It's been really great to see. And it's been great to be able to pay out these businesses.
Yeah.
We sent our first payments out last night. And it's been great to be able to see people who have been really surprised with their amounts in a positive way. And then to let them know that we're keeping these shirts up until this pandemic's over. We'll do whatever we need to do to keep printing these things so that way people can keep, getting a little bit extra. It's
sure.
We have no idea when any sort of governmental help is coming.
Right.
That's just the truth. It's a big country. It's a lot of people need it. So we're just trying to do what we can to, kick people what they can. I don't know if you can get an extra $100 to keep your business lights on, to pay your rent, or to buy some groceries for your family. We're in lean times right now. So, you just have no idea. We're all grinding the best that we possibly can.
Right. And
it's great to see these businesses out there being able to pivot a little bit and being able to get the community activated.
Sure, exactly. So, for those that don't know, kind of walk us through the process as far as if somebody would like to get a shirt and how they go about picking their business and who they want to donate to and that kind of thing.
Sure. So the way to get it is very easy. You go to teamworkohio.com and you click on the Troy t-shirt, if that's the city that you live in, which we obviously all do. You click on the Troy t-shirt, you pick out your color. You can choose between red or black. And then there's a little drop-down menu that says businesses. And you can pick. I think we have over 40 businesses in Troy. And, you pick whoever you want to donate to. And, it's been great to see people. Sometimes a lot of the businesses will buy for another business. It's great to see that support of them supporting each other, because that's kind of what the downtown area is. Everybody's in the same boat right now. There's a lot of great businesses out there. Some that I've never even been to because it's not my marketplace or whatever.
Absolutely.
A lot of the salons, a lot of the like masseuses and tattoo parlors, nail people, just all these people, they can't earn anything right now. Nobody's allowed to be in their shop whatsoever. So it's been great to be able to help out those people. And then, you got the service industry. Even if places are allowed to be open, like restaurants for curbside and stuff,
sure,
they're getting 1/10 of what they would normally get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are trying to support them, and that is great. But this is just a way to kind of supplement it a little bit because, we're all struggling. We're all just trying to keep the lights on. We're all trying to maintain.
Yeah.
and it's been great to see everybody come together. So, but it's easy. teamworkohio.com. Choose a business, choose a color, and then we'll ship it right to your door. You don't have to do anything. Awesome. And it's great. It's easy.
And they are great shirts. Let me tell you, I'm wearing it. It's a nice, soft, comfortable shirt. It's it's a great shirt to wear. So not only does it look good, you're helping a business, but it's comfortable to wear for sure too. So.
Yeah, we wanted it. We tried our best to be able to get the nicest quality of stuff to keep it in that price point.
Yeah.
And we truly wanted to help every single person who was involved. It keeps our lights on at the print shop because we get to create the shirt, and then we get to send the $10 to the business, and then the person actively in the community gets to wear their shirt and show off their pride.
Absolutely.
So everybody wins.
Absolutely. So are you still taking more businesses if there's other businesses that would like to be part of this program?
Absolutely. We're keeping all that open as long as anybody wants us to. So if you are in a business and you're just now hearing about this, these are wild times. So we know that people are kind of disengaged and then entirely re-engaged. And it's like, if you hadn't heard about this, that's totally cool. Give us an email at teamworkohio@gmail.com and we'll get you signed up. It takes less than 5 minutes to sign up. You do not come out of pocket whatsoever. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. If somebody buys a shirt in your business's name, you get $10. It's easy. So we'll sign you up, and like I said, we're going to keep the T-shirts going through whenever the lockdown is ended and everybody can get back to normal business. So we're happy to do it. We will work as hard as we possibly can to get everything done and timely. And it was great to send everybody's first payment out yesterday. And we're having a blast. It's way harder work than probably we would normally have, to be honest with you, just because there's we're doing a lot of things like operating a web store and shipping, whereas normally we would just be printing for customers who are getting, like shirts for their business. They come by and they pick them up in the store, but we're having to go through a lot of different facets. Yeah. But it's great. We're happy to do it.
Excellent. So you're as like everybody else, learning new ways and new things that'll carry forward, going forward for your business, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Everybody's going to have to walk a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, and you're going to have to pivot. And I promise you, if you can make it through, you're going to come out stronger, and you're going to know your business, what is working and what hasn't been working. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Some of us are learning that we're operating at too narrow of a margin, and we're doing things that maybe aren't working as much as we thought. And this is the time to clean that up.
Yeah.
So I think it's, I'm always trying to think about the rainbow and not the storm. So if we all kind of work together, we'll be able to operate as better businesses.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are definitely doing your part to help everybody out, and I'm sure everybody really appreciates that. I'm sure of that. And, just getting to know more about you guys is awesome. You know what I mean? You guys are new to me, and that's why I'm really enjoying doing this show as well. Like you said, there's many businesses that we just didn't know about. And getting to find out more about them and getting to be able to use them. I know for a fact I got some stuff I told you about that I'm going to bring your way. And I love the fact of all the places right here in Troy being able to utilize everybody's services and keep it right here in Troy, just like you said.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. And I think that one thing that you're learning and that you're going to learn here in the future is that we don't need to be outsourcing to different locations.
Right.
We don't need to, go to China. We don't need to do things like that. We can get it done right in town. It might be a little bit more expensive. It might cut your margin just a tiny bit, but you can also raise it a little bit because it's worth it to help out a local business. People appreciate that more.
Yeah.
If it makes it worth $1 more, then that's totally fine because you've just given somebody else business. I think you're going to learn that, and I hope that everybody figures that out, that, it's definitely worth keeping in your own marketplace.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that we're really all going to realize after this. Like you said, if we can make it through this, and we will, and many will, that I think you'll see more people willing to do that, spend a little bit more, help the small businesses more, and realize, hey, they're the backbone of what we got here.
Absolutely. And, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than buying something off Amazon. It just is. But if you think about it, you're really you're going to get a lot better quality, and you're going to help an American institution.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Is you want to keep all these businesses here, so that way our kids get to go to them, and that families in Troy thrive.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Absolutely, and many of them could be your neighbors. They could be a friend of a friend. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not just the community. It's your neighbor possibly that owns these businesses. So we certainly need to help them out and continue to do our business here in Troy.
100%. The more dollars that we keep inside our own community, the more good that our community can do for us.
Absolutely.
And it seems like such a small thing. And Amazon is definitely easier. Doing things online is definitely easier, but easier is definitely not better.
No.
Go help out your neighbor. That is the best way to put it. Go help out your neighbor. Help out somebody in your community that really cares.
Absolutely.
That's all we want to do. We want to keep Troy here. Everybody's going to come back eventually stronger.
Yeah.
And we're resilient. We're Americans. We're resilient people, especially being from a small town. We've always had to hustle. We've always had to grind, and we've always had to help each other out. And I think that right now, that's what you're seeing. Not seeing the sky's not coming down on all of us.
Right.
We're just having to take a moment here, and the community will come together. And you're seeing a lot of programs pop up here in Troy, and I think that it's great. I think that a lot of people don't have as much infrastructure that we all have, and I think it's been great to see all these communities and all these businesses come together and just not be worried about the competitive nature of business.
Yeah.
But more about, how can we help each other out? It's been awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better. So I got just a few more questions about your business, but before I do, I want to let everybody know, before we let JT go here, we're going to answer any questions that you guys might have. So if you guys have some questions for him, go ahead and start firing them into Facebook. I got my assistant over here that's going to throw them at me. So if you guys have any, now's the time to start asking them, and I'll get them to JT. So JT, let's go back a little about your business, because there's a few more questions I wanted to ask for the people here on your business. So as far as the screen print works, and I know many, many, many businesses, both from the smallest to the largest, need and use screen printing a lot, right? And me and you kind of talked about this the other day, because, there's a lot of screen printers out there, but so many of them want those huge numbers. And there's many times that somebody can't do 500 shirts, right? So can you kind of give me your rundown of what you guys, your minimum that you might be able to do to help out a business, and up to the most you guys could probably handle?
Sure. Let's see. We try to keep amount of shirts we'll try to do is 20. We feel like that's a tiny number, and you need, if you're trying to sell something, you'll be able to sell 20. So you don't have to worry about that whatsoever.
Sure.
And, we can go as many as people need. We've done orders of 10,000. We have an automatic press up there.
Yeah.
And we have some manual presses, so we can definitely work very quickly. We can put out about 300 shirts an hour. So we can move really fast if you need us to. We try to keep everything in deadline and in budget.
Yeah.
We understand that not everybody can print 10,000 T-shirts, so that's why we try to keep it as low as possible. 20 is that's achievable for most people to be able to do that. That's like probably $180 or something like that. Yeah. So you're going to be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And we also try to save our customers money. A lot of people come in, they have like a photograph that has like 5 colors to it. And we're like, well, how about we figure out a way to make this 2 colors, so that way it's a lot cheaper for you, but it still looks really good.
Sure.
So we're not trying to, we don't want to gouge our customers. We don't want to talk them into buying something that they don't want.
Yeah.
That does us no good. We don't want to take our biggest thing. One of the reasons that we call it teamwork is because we don't want to take short-term money. We want to take longevity.
Okay.
We want people to, we don't want to try and take somebody for $100 extra. We want them to come back and place a reorder for that $100. Because, like I said, cash flow is everything.
Absolutely.
Some economists might say that we're not running our business intelligently because you should be getting whatever you can when you can.
Sure.
But that's not what it's all about.
Right.
I would rather get somebody coming back every time than I would feel like they could barely afford to get what they needed.
Yeah.
That's not the point. You're never going to win that way.
Right.
You might get them one time, but you want to get them every time.
Right. And that's the reason you guys will be open for many, many years to come with that kind of policy right there. I guarantee it.
We hope. We're just trying to help these people out. We can do a little bit of everything. We can build websites, we can host web stores, and we can work with really fast turnarounds. We're trying to help out as many of the kids as we can, as many of the sports teams as we can, PTOs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that is online, that are like whatever sports work sites and stuff like that.
Sure.
We try to steer people away from that because we want to keep it in town.
Yeah.
So we'll set up a website for you. We'll set up a store for you if you want, and you can have it shipped directly to you. It's easy. You don't got to send anything out of town. We'll all kind of help each other through it.
Good. Well, with doing that 20 minimum order, like you said, that really pretty much anybody can meet that minimum 20 order. So I think that's a really good sweet spot that you guys are in, and will help a lot of people because. So many of them want 150 of them. That's just too much for, a lot of your smaller businesses or your organizations, baseball, soccer, whatever it might be. So keeping them on those smaller side is great. And then helping them come in and say, hey, I know you got 5 colors here, but like you said, taking it down to 2, that's the art of design and the art of screen printing. And that's why somebody wants to come to a place like yourself.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep. That's kind of the way that we view it. Like I said, we're used to very narrow margins being in a band, and we're used to everybody trying to upsell us on everything.
Sure.
That we don't want to upsell anybody on anything.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Like, if you want a one-color shirt, let's make you a one-color shirt.
Right.
If you want it to be the cheapest garment that you can get to maximize your profits, great. If you want something that's a little bit nicer fitting and feeling, let's try and source that and find it for you, but still keep it in your budget.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're happy to go down whatever channel you want us to. It's your vision, it's your look, it's your business.
Awesome. All right, let's go to questions here.
Okay. Both Sheila and Kath said thank you for all that you do. And then if you could just tell us a little bit about the website again and the email.
Yeah. They would just like to know, going back over how to go about getting the shirts and such like that, if you could just go over that again and where to go about getting them.
Sure. You're totally welcome. We want to keep everybody here as long as possible. That's the entire goal with this project. All the other shirts, by the way, are called, like Dayton has heart, which they do. It's a great city. Ours is small town, big heart, because that's exactly how Troy's operated. We might be a little bit smaller, but we're way more tight-knit, and we'll try to do everything we can for you. That's kind of what we like about this community. But yeah, all you have to do is go to teamworkohio.com. Very easy to remember, teamworkohio.com, and then pick whichever shirt you want. I assume you're talking about Troy, because that's kind of the chat that we're on right now. Mm-hmm. So pick the Troy shirt, and then choose whatever business you would like to donate to, and then we'll ship you that shirt right to your house. Very easy. We try to make it simple so everybody could understand it, and we hope that once you get on the website, it's very easy to navigate, and nothing's intimidating for you. And, all these businesses, they're going to be so thankful if you help any of them out. We've had a lot of people that will buy a T-shirt for themselves. a business signs up, they buy a T-shirt for themselves because, they pay $10 and get $10, so it's great.
Right.
But yeah, and it's like, they want the T-shirt too because all the initial businesses are printed on the back as well. So we got like 40 businesses back there, forms a nice heart, and a lot of people like to see their name back there too, and a lot of friends, a lot of family, and then a lot of just total strangers that about it are helping businesses out that they've tried for the first time. So it's all about awareness as well. The hardest thing is to be able to get in front of somebody, and that's what this is helping these businesses do, and it's great.
Absolutely. And like you said, you don't even need to leave your house, so, people that can't get out right now, there's many that can't. Don't even have to. Just go right to your website. I did it on Friday. It was very easy. It's just a drop-down menu. It's all your choices of different businesses you want to do. Real simple, real easy to navigate, so no problem. And, like I said, it's a great shirt, great fitting shirt, so I encourage everybody to definitely do that.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Every single order is helping somebody out. That's the best thing about it.
Absolutely. All right, well, JT, any other questions? All right, well, we appreciate you joining us tonight, JT. Again, I can't thank you enough for everything you're doing for the small businesses and nonprofits of Troy. I think it's really cool when you go out walking downtown, you go around, you see these shirts on people. Not only is it a great looking shirt, but you know what the background is now. Somebody got money for that, and I think that's just awesome. It just shows the support. So, that's really cool. It's great to know all the other services you guys offer so that other people can get with you. So I guess if you're not busy already, get ready. You're probably going to be even more busier.
Yeah, we're ready for it, man. So if anybody needs anything, we'll gladly print it for you. We'll cut you, a great price. We'll do it as cheap as we can. But also, these shirts are going to be on sale for a while. Pick up one if you haven't yet, and pick a business that you really care about.
Awesome.
Let's help the city of Troy. Let's help everybody thrive. Let's keep everybody here. That's the most important thing. We all have to weather the storm together, and that's what this shirt is all about.
Awesome.
So thanks for having me. Thank you for highlighting Teamwork Ohio. It really means a lot to us. If anybody has any questions for us, just email us at teamworkohio at gmail.com.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much. Thanks again for joining the program, and we'll talk to you soon, and good luck on the shirts, and keep them coming, okay?
Of course. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, guys. Hang in there, all right?
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, guys, so what a great interview. Wow, JT from Teamwork Ohio, guys. So who knew, right? Who knew we had such that incredible, talented business right here in Troy, like many, many other businesses. But, not only are they doing shirts, which are incredible for us all to wear and go around and support our town, but then at the same time to give back. For every shirt you buy, $10 back. Just an incredible thing. A huge heart by JT and his crew. And I'm telling you guys, I was there today, got the shirt. They're running crazy, but they're loving it. There's smiles on their faces, and they're loving it. So, wow, that's just another great story. Why we're doing this program, just another great way to show how people in the background are really coming out and helping everybody in the city of Troy during this time. And it really takes all of that to happen for us all to get through it. And you just couldn't have it better right there. So please, guys, go to their website, get one of these great shirts. It comes in the black or red. Donate to your favorite business. Like I said, it's just a drop-down menu. It's a real easy process. Just choose whoever you want to give it to. And if you're a business listening and you haven't joined them yet, like JT said, you can still email your information to them, and they can add you to that list so that when somebody buys a shirt and they want to donate the $10 to you, they can do so. So another great thing. But visit Teamwork Ohio. Let's utilize them. Let's get some business going for them. They're doing a lot for us, and they're going to be there. And I'm just excited. I'm excited about all the things that that are here in Troy that we're finding out that have been here, but we're all learning together on what all they can do and how they can help, not only during this time, but time going forward. Okay, guys. So another great interview. So Wednesday's program, guys, I'm excited about this one too. We're going to have Melissa Kleps from the Troy Foundation. And we all know Troy Foundation has been a staple here in Troy for many, many years, helping many nonprofits and businesses around. But during this time, they're really coming forward and helping. So that'll be really exciting to find out what all's going on and all the different ways that are helping, and that, you know, yourself and other businesses might be able to, you know, take advantage of their help. So she'll be a wealth of knowledge for us to give us a lot of information, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of questions. So be thinking of those between now and Wednesday. So when I say, hey guys, do you want some questions, you'll have them for her, because she is here. She'll answer questions, and I'm sure if she doesn't have it, she'll certainly get it for us. So that'll be an exciting program on Wednesday at 7 right here. So, guys, just continue to check on the Chamber website, checking for open business here, Facebook page. Make sure you're going to the COVID-19 Takeout Blitz, all that kind of stuff. Just continue doing what everybody's doing. I can't say that enough, because it's really getting some momentum. It's really going. I told Kathy this the other night, and I know you guys heard. I love seeing all the pictures of people getting their food and putting it out on the Blitz page. I know every time I see it, I'm like, you know what, I want that tonight, or I want that. So I find myself wanting a lot of different restaurants constantly all the time. My family's like, I thought you just said this, but that's all right. So continue to do that, guys. Continue to keep that up, and, you know, we're going to get through this, guys. Nobody really knows how much longer. Let's hope it's shorter than longer. I think it's going to be, but who am I? But just keep on doing what you're doing. You know, keep helping out where you can help out, where you feel comfortable helping out. Check on your neighbors. Check on your community, and, you know, let's just all get together, do what we can, buy the shirts, help out businesses in any way possible, and we'll get through this, okay, guys? So, till next time, stay home, take care of yourselves, and we will see you guys next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. All right? Thanks. Bye.